Watson is owed $46 million cash this season. Any way you slice it, there's also a total of $127.1 million in dead cap attached to the deal today. God. So if they were to have tried to cut him prior to today, prior to June 1st, good Lord, that's such a... And this is the 86 we talked about earlier, the 86 mil, right? So 127 just in dead cap. So 40 mil is on the cap, 40.9. Just say 41 mil is the cap hit right now. And then you get the 86.2 next year. Meanwhile, he's getting 46 million cash, straight cash, homie.
How do you pay, man? If you don't write checks, how do you pay these guys?
Straight cash, homie.
So if the Browns were to trade Deshaun Watson, which we know that's not going to happen, no one is going to be doing that, but let's just play the game out. The acquiring team would take on the fully guaranteed $1.3 million base salary for the upcoming season, right? So that's not that bad, right? If you're the new team, hey, we get Nasty Man for 1.3 fully guaranteed. That's great. But then if you're the Browns, what advantage do you get? Because the dead cap is still there. So there's no advantage. It's not even advantage. It's not even advantageous for the Browns to even trade Nasty Man. The other team gets all the leverage because you can only pay him 1.3 and then he's unrestricted after that. He's an expiring contract. Next season, it appears, based off this article, it appears next season is when things turn slightly into the Browns' favor. That's what I'm saying. The whole goal is to get through this season. Then they can move on from Nasty Man. And this confirms it, right? The 2027-2028 contract seasons are dummy seasons in that they hold minimum base salaries without any actual void language. The Browns could technically keep Watson on the roster at that 1.3 salary over the next two seasons. But there's a massive catch. If Watson is on Cleveland's roster on the third league day of 2027, March 13th, a $200 million guarantee for the 2029 season becomes fully vested. Where's that $200 million coming from? So he could get, ain't that $400 million? Okay, let's not jump there. If Watson's on Cleveland's roster on the third league day of 2027, so March 13th is the day. So it's likely Deshaun Watson will never play for Cleveland after this season, right? Now, if they cut him and they void out those last 2 years, they will carry a $36 million cap hit next season, which accounts to a dead cap hit of 34.6 and 51.5 the next season. An outright release prior to June 1st would result in a singular 80. So no matter what, that 86.2 is the bread. The bread is the bread. God damn, that contract. Woo! And you wonder why they colluded. And you wonder why the NFL owners colluded and tried to blackball and make sure that this type of contract does not become the norm. And my biggest problem is that the quarterbacks that followed that could have gotten similar deals and had even more leverage than Nasty Man did not orchestrate deals to this level. Josh Allen had a chance, he didn't do it. Lamar tried to do it, they blackballed and colluded against him. Kyler Murray could have done it, he didn't do it. Tua could have done it, he didn't do it. Dak has been killing him. He's been killing Jerry. Every time he's banging Jerry in the head, he won't do it because he's got a good system going where every time it's time to get his bread, he's getting top table money. But all these young QBs that were able to cash out and get those extensions, they all could have done what Nasty Man did. But none of them did. They all followed Mahomes. They all followed Josh Allen. They all followed Burrow and Herbert and all the rest of them. So now this contract becomes even more of an anomaly because the league has outright made it be known, whether indirectly or subconsciously behind the scenes directly, if you believe the tea that we got unearthed a couple of seasons ago, they have let it be known this contract will be a one-off. So again, despite the injuries, poor play, and very little success, Watson will walk away from this contract a very rich man. Top 5 cash earners over the length of this contract for Deshaun Watson. You're looking at Dak at 226, Nasty Man and Lamar. Well, Lamar still has to sign his extension. He has not signed that yet. So this is all potential. And then you got Mahomes and Josh Allen. And again, Mahomes signed for $500 million. Does that number look like $500 million? If it was 10 years, $500 million, let me not go there. If you know, you know. I've talked about it here a lot on this YouTube channel. The Patrick Mahomes contract is full of funny money. They've been making some tweaks to it as the years have gone along to make the contract better. But when the contract was originally announced and everyone kept focusing on that $500 million number, the guaranteed money was nowhere near that. Josh Allen, same thing. Let's see the Patrick Mahomes one. Let's just go to the contract. Like, see, even right here, 8 years, $504 million. This is the latest extension that averages out to $63 million. That's assuming all the money is guaranteed. How much of this $504 million is actually guaranteed? Just under $400 million. Now, is Mahomes good enough to hit all those incentives and cash out to get the maximum value of 522? Sure. But no matter what, he's only getting $397 million. And when you look at it, this contract is a steal. Assuming he comes back and looks like him. Obviously had the injury last year. Assuming he comes back looking like him, you had the best quarterback in the sport at $60 million. That's a bargain. In the NFL economy today, that's a bargain.